are you from, sir?
From the U.S.
Oh, US.
Yes.
It's a nice country, sir.
Yeah.
How about here in Philippines?
Oh, I love it here. Perfect. There's 30 for you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Good morning from the Philippines. Once again, I am back here in Manila in the Makati area. It is bright and early, about 6:30 a.m. right now, and I am making my way to Legazpi Park to go just, go hang out for the morning, have a nice little morning walk, and on the way, I just picked up a nice fresh cup of Tahoe. So, great way to start the morning. This is just my second day here back in the Philippines. I just got back yesterday and just kind of spent a day to adjust to the time zone, the 15 or 16 hour time zone difference. And yeah, so I woke up nice and early today, which is great. Get an early start.
Malunggay pandesal with cheese. Malunggay pandesal.
The city is busy and bustling this morning. Like I mentioned, it's about 6:30, so everyone's kind of getting around, heading to work. Vendors are starting to set up shop. People are cleaning the streets, just getting ready for, another busy day here in Manila. Well, as you can see, I've made it here to Legazpi Park. It's not a super huge park, but it's really nice. I've been here many times. A lot of folks come here to get a morning workout in, come for a run, walk the dogs. A bunch of people just out for a morning walk over that way. I just figured this would be a good place to kind of start the day, make my way over here. Got my Tahoe on the way. And there's usually a bunch of cats over that way that some people put out some food and feed, and you know me, I love cats, so I think I'm gonna make my way to that end of the park. What's up, buddy? Well, that didn't take long. Just walked across the street, and of course, right off the bat, you find this sweet little guy having himself a bath. There should be many more along the way, though. Oh, I see another one. Here's our next one. He looks a little skittish. We're not gonna bother him. Well, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing back in the Philippines? I went back to the States for a few months, spent some time with some friends and family, traveled around a little bit, worked for a few weeks, and then a really cheap mileage ticket came up on Alaska Airlines. And as you know, if you've watched any of these videos, I love traveling here. I love spending time here in the Philippines, and there's so much more I want to explore and see. So I took advantage of the cheap flight, and here we are. It is November 21st right now, and of course I don't have much planned out for this trip. I don't have really any sort of route or timeline at all. I don't have a return ticket. I do have a departure from Manila. So yeah, today's the 21st. I am getting on the ferry on the 23rd. I did decide I wanted to book something out of Manila because as much as I do love it here in the city, I love spending time at Limelight Hostel. I really want to see new places and explore new islands, and it's really easy for me to just kind of settle, get comfortable here in Manila, and then kind of procrastinate on making travel plans beyond that. So I did go ahead and book myself a ferry. A lot of travelers kind of just write off Manila in their travel plans. They just use it as the entry point to the Philippines and then fly on to wherever else they're going next. But I love Manila. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've spent a lot of time here, and I've never really spent much time off in this area, like the Makati, BGC, these more fancy kind of businessy developed districts. But there is just like so much that Manila has to offer, because you have these areas if you're looking for beautiful developed fancy hotels and restaurants and cafes. You have areas like this that's just absolutely beautiful. If you want some more older parts of the city, if you want some more history, you can go to the Intramuros area, you can go to Chinatown. And then of course you have the other side of the city that there is a lot of poverty here. You know, there's no denying that. But even going and, you know, kind of walking around, spending some time in those areas, getting to know locals it's really a nice way to really get to know the heart of the city, get to know the people that keep the city running, because there's just so many different sides to it and so many aspects that I think a lot of travelers just don't really give it a fair shot. That's my little rant for right now. I'm just kind of pacing around in the beautiful park here that really reminds me of parts of Singapore, to be honest. But now I think I'm gonna go get a coffee right over there. There's a little coffee roaster. All right, we have acquired some fresh water. They do have breakfast and meals and stuff here as well, but it is quite spendy, so I'm gonna stick with just a coffee for now. But yeah, figured I'd sit down, take a little rest. I've been walking a lot. I need to cool off for a little bit because the sun is up in the sky now, so even though I got an early start, it's warming right up. Just finished up my little coffee break rest stop there for the last, I don't know, 20-30 minutes, and it's actually pretty nice because there's a little bit of clouds out right now. Not a whole lot, but the sun is blocked pretty well from the clouds, so it's actually not too hot out now, and I'm gonna just keep strolling along, see what else we can find. I think there's some more parks and stuff I might go walk through, just kind of enjoying the peaceful morning, you know, all the beautiful greenery, and kind of enjoying the peaceful start to the morning here. There's certain areas that are all hustle bustle, and then areas like this that are pretty quiet, because I think this is more of like a lunch and dinner kind of area versus morning breakfast coffee and stuff. So yeah, just gonna keep walking here and see what else we can find. Just a few steps out from the park there, and we're back out to a little bit busier area. Well, not so much right now because we got a red light, but up ahead here you can see the traffic moving. It's still fairly early out. It's, let's see, 8:16 in the morning right now, so still a lot of people kind of heading to work, getting the day started, especially out here in the more kind of professional business district. A lot of those kind of jobs I figure probably start around 9 in the morning or so, and yeah, so there's still quite a few people on their morning commute getting to where they're going. Earlier this morning, you know, it's more like the little shop vendors and street stalls and stuff setting up. When I was out earlier at like 6 in the morning, I woke up at like about 5, you know, because the time zone difference, and I went to bed really early last night, and then I woke up early today, and I could have tried to sleep more, but I figured I would just take advantage of it and get out, enjoy the cool weather in the morning. And I don't know, it's just nice being out in the morning. I like being around that kind of hustle and bustle, the city coming to life, and I hope to stay on like a decent sleep schedule. That's something I'm usually not great about throughout my travels, especially on my last trip. Just as the trip went on longer, I got so terrible with my sleep schedule. I was staying up till 2, 3 in the morning and then waking up at 9, 10 in the morning. I don't want to be on that kind of schedule. I want to be on a going to bed earlier, waking up earlier schedule. So that's the kind of nice thing, I guess, about the time zone difference, is it kind of forced me into that, and we'll see if we can maintain it. But found ourselves a little statue here, more just beautiful landscaping. The Peninsula Manila, not sure what that is, if that's some fancy hotel or something, I don't know, but they have a fancy entrance there, that's for sure. More big buildings, but yeah, just gonna keep walking along here, see what else we can find. Let's see, what's this statue? Over in this part of Makati, we've got all these underground street crossings rather than, you know, the hectic street crossings that you'll find elsewhere in Manila, where you kind of just go for it, you cross traffic when you feel like it, when you can make it across. Here, they don't actually have crosswalks on the surface of the street. They have all these underground crossings, more similar to what you'd find maybe in like Singapore or Japan. I think those are more common, but you don't see that in most of Manila. Most of Manila, you kind of just can cross wherever, whenever, but not here, not in Makati. We've got these nice little underground crossings. fairly convenient that this is the one I decided to film, because that's the nicest one that I've been in. All that beautiful artwork covering the whole ceiling. They're everywhere. You are never far from a cat when you're in the Philippines, especially in Manila. They are everywhere. Now this area I'm at, I think this is the Greenbelt area, which is, as we can see, lots more beautiful greenery. Another area that I don't think I've specifically walked through here, but it's just kind of in that same nearby region as Legazpi Park, that Ayala Triangle Gardens, and yeah, now here at Greenbelt. So I guess this has turned into a day of sightseeing some of the green spaces here in Makati, and can't say I'm upset about it. It's been a very nice morning. Got ourselves a few koi fish here in the pond, just hanging out, enjoying their morning. And of course, most importantly, there's quite a few cats around here. In any of these kind of popular park areas, there's always like little feeding stations that folks need to come through and, you know, give them food and water. So they tend to congregate around these areas. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, and as you can see, nice little feeding station. Right here in the middle of the Greenbelt Park area, there's a chapel under that little covering there. Definitely a beautiful spot to have a chapel. It is November, so that's that time of year that the Christmas decorations are all coming out. So I can't speak to the actual shopping portion of the Greenbelt area, which I think is, you know, the primary purpose of it. But if you just want a very peaceful morning, somewhere great to come walk around, come here in the morning, come, you know, before 9 in the morning or even earlier, and you will have a very pleasant experience. You know, if you're wanting to shop, you know, don't come at this time, come in the evening. It's not even 9 in the morning and I've already walked over 8 kilometers already, which is a fantastic start to the day, because over the next coming weeks or however long I'm traveling, I'm gonna be doing lots of walking, lots of sightseeing. I try to cover as much ground on foot as possible. So yeah, this is a great start for that. So as you can see back there, the sky's starting to get a little bit gray. That's back towards like the main Makati area, all those gardens and stuff I was walking around. It's about 11 o'clock now. I've just been hanging out, walking, sitting in the different parks, and now I'm kind of making my way back towards the hostel, and I need to get some real food in me because all I've had is a coffee and that Tahoe this morning. So I need a little bit more substance than that. And just down the road here, there's a spot that it's actually the very first place I ate when I came here back in January, my very first day. I met someone at the hostel and we went out to find some food, and we ended up at this spot right up the road here. So I'm gonna go eat there. I've been there quite a few times throughout my in and out passes here in Manila, and it is just fantastic food, great little local spot, cheap, delicious, and you know, don't fix what ain't broke. So we're gonna go get some food. One of those as well, yep. And one order of rice. All right, this is the spot here, kind of tucked back in this back corner here so that I can, you know, pull up the camera and not be too obnoxious about it. Today, I got 2 dishes. I got the chicken adobo and a caldereta order of rice, and then it comes with a little cup of soup. Got free water over there, filtered water, and yeah, I've been here quite a few times at this point, and it never disappoints me. So I'm going to dig in. So been here. I've tried a bunch of different dishes. It never disappoints. Everything I've had here is absolutely delicious. Gotta put all that good stuff on the rice. That's where all the flavor is. All right, this is the spot right here on the corner. There on the end, Chicken J and Kitchenette. There's kind of 3 different little food vendor restaurants into one. One spot kind of just has soups. The other spot has the more standard dishes, your adobo and that sort of thing. And then one spot just has like different fried kind of snacks and stuff. So I'll pin it on, throw a map, you know, a little screenshot, pin it there for you if you want to check it out if you're in the area. It is one of my favorite places. Like I said, first place that I came to, and I keep coming back to it. So obviously it has my recommendation. Let's see if I can get across the road here. But yeah, I just happened to come across it. Like I said, my very first day, I was walking to the Makati area over to some of the parks my first day and walked up this road right by it. And here we are, just keep coming back to it. It's been almost 10, 11 months since my first time that I went there. That's probably gonna be it for today. I didn't really plan on making a video. I just woke up really early and then it just worked out that I brought my camera along and decided to film a few things, and just wanted to kind of make a little intro back into the Philippines, since I hope to be making some videos while I'm here. If you have any, you know, great recommendations for things I need to check out, places that I haven't been, let me know. The only thing I have planned out right now is I'm gonna head down to Davao in 2 days. I'm ferrying down there. It's gonna be a 48-hour ferry ride. Gonna get down there and then try to check out some places I haven't been yet. Just get down there and then kind of work my way up across Mindanao and hit some new islands that I haven't been. So if you have any, you know, recommendations down in that area, that would be fantastic. I'm excited to be back in the Philippines. Let's see what we get up to the next weeks, months, however long I'm out here.